Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, as always, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. A lot going on. Today, we are in that dead period after a month, a heavy, hot and heavy month of June, with the recruits coming in and out of Auburn. Still no commitments. Hopefully that's going to change tomorrow with Jeremiah Cobb announcing the running back, four-star running back there from Catholic in Montgomery. That a lot of people feel like he is, or they are projecting him to Auburn. It seems like it's down to Auburn, Clemson, and Tennessee. Those are his finalists. But we'll run down quite a few guys that are kind of on the cusp of making a decision. Hopefully, Auburn's going to create some momentum here in the dead period leading up to when they come back in late July. They'll have Big Cat Weekend, and maybe that will solidify some things, and maybe we'll get on down the line a better idea of who that visitor, what that visitor list will look like. But we'll talk about that. Talk about some of those guys. David, I had an epiphany yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
And the reason it all kind of, I don't know if I've been listening to Terry too much.
Yeah, you have.
I've been listening to Randy and Brett.
Yeah.
It came out, anonymous coaches. The old Athlon anonymous coaches. They not much of them have any hope or any kind of positive things to say about Auburn. The Auburn program right now. They don't think Brian Harson's going to make it. And there's a lot of that sentiment out there. So my thoughts, and we'll get to it, but I'm wondering if we are to me, there's one saving grace for Brian Harsin, and that's the only chance he's got, because we may be in a self-fulfilling prophecy here. But there's so much negativity, regardless of how good a coach he is, regardless of how good a person he is. And I'm not, the jury probably still out on both of those. But the recruiting just, to come out of June with 0 commitments. You got 2 commitments from former, and that's the least amount in the country, I think, or one of them. You would have hoped you would have had a lot more positivity coming around recruiting. It just hasn't happened. Now, that may happen in July, but as of right now, it's just there's just so much negativity coming from all sides, and I'll go ahead and put it out there. We'll talk about it a little bit later.
I got something to say too.
I think the only chance Brian Harsin has is to vastly overachieve in 2022. I think he has to win 10 games. That's the only way this is going to work. Because that will, in itself, that will bolster the recruiting. That will show kids, hey, this guy's the real deal. He has figured it out. I think that if Auburn were to win 10 games, and I'm talking bowl game too, I'm adding that in there. I'm saying at least 10-3. Then that will give everybody an opportunity to step back, take a breath, and say, okay, he's not in danger of being fired, and that will help the recruiting class. And I think it will be a really, really good recruiting class. And but I think I've come to the conclusion that that's the only thing that could possibly. That's the only thing that can save. That's the only thing that is to win at least 10 games. Now, the question is that possible? But go ahead. I'll cede the floor to you.
If that happens, we're just Auburn being Auburn. You don't bring a guy in and fire him after the second year, okay?
Normal people don't.
No, normal people don't.
And Auburn never has in the history of the program.
Well, here's the thing. Andy, I think you've been drinking a little bit too much Terry Kool-Aid. And here's the thing. And Terry, I love you, brother. I know you like to call. We could play a Terry call once a week, just on a loop. It'd be the same stuff, okay? Why don't we just shut up and let the guy have another year and see how it goes? Do you know how many Auburn players have jumped in the portal, Andy, since the spring game? 0. What does that tell you about what's happening inside those walls of the Auburn football program? These guys are bought in. And I know what people are going to say, well, this year might be pretty good, the year after that. We don't know that. So all we're doing is feeding into the negativity when we sit up here and the callers call in and bash Harsin and we bash Harsin, and I've already told y'all I ain't going to be a part of that. Now, if this year bombs, yeah, you know, but you got to give the guy 3 years. You do. I'm talking from a coaching standpoint. Now, hopefully a bunch of these guys will.
Now, you're talking your hopes, though. Is that reality?
We don't know.
Do you think there's a chance that they will fire him after 2 years?
No.
You don't think there's a chance? Okay.
If they do, they're a bunch of idiots.
Well, David, I mean.
They are. You got to give a guy 3 years to get his program going. I'm talking from a coaching standpoint.
But you're assuming they're not idiots.
Well, after what happened in this last coup, no, I'm assuming they're idiots. Okay? Look, you're going to make up a story about a guy's daughter's best friend, accusing them of an affair when there's absolutely nothing to that. You know, we're going to sit up here and say Brian Harsin and his family don't like Auburn. That's a lie. I mean, we're just feeding into the negativity. What about the Auburn Creed? What does it say? Why don't we start abiding by the Auburn Creed a little bit more, okay? I'm bouncing off you, okay?
And I agree with what you're saying.
I think you were visited by an evil spirit. I don't think 10 wins. I don't think he has to win 10 games. What if he wins 9? 9's pretty good.
9's pretty good. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm done with the negativity. You got to give the man a chance. And like I said, no players have left the program in the portal, which the portal is crazy. We have had 0 players jump in the portal since the spring game. You know, we've had tons of 4 and 5 stars on campus. To your point, and I agree, we need some guys, and to what Randy said yesterday, we need some guys to start signing on the dotted line. We do. Now, if that continues to be a problem, yes, I will slide on over to your side a little bit and say, hey, we got a problem here. But it's still too early to just throw the guy out and say, yeah, if we don't win 10 games this year, he's gone.
Well, again, I don't disagree with what you're saying. But you're talking in theory. It is not right to fire him after 2 years, under any circumstances, in my opinion.
That's right.
However, whether what's right and what's wrong is irrelevant when it comes down to what they actually have done. What we witnessed after that first year, that was unprecedentedly moronic by the Auburn administration.
Absolutely.
And by boosters and by whoever was involved.
Absolutely.
Now, it was wrong. It shouldn't have happened. It did happen.
Yeah.
We should not fire him after 2 years. But the negative, especially surrounding recruiting, if we go 6-6, 7-5 again, we're going to end up. I think we probably end up with a 30 class again. I think it just feeds back into everything, and it just becomes a nuclear meltdown.
And I agree with you on that point. If we end up 6-7 or whatever next year, yeah, now we've got some real concerns. But what I'm saying is, all the negativity on this show and some of the callers, all we're doing is feeding into the crap. It's too early. Give the man another chance. I mean, let's just sit back and see what happens this year. And then
I think there are people out there that definitely have that point of view.
Well, I hope so.
That are feeding in and trying to be positive.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I understand the Mississippi State thing last year was absolutely atrocious. I get that. The Alabama thing, we're one play away from beating Alabama, knock them out of the whole deal. We had some big wins last year. Nobody wants to talk about that. All we want to talk about is the Mississippi State meltdown and the negatives. I'm just saying there were some positives. We know for a fact that Brian Harsin is now has become more open and outgoing and is getting out and doing the things that need to be done as an Auburn head coach. And Lord knows the last Auburn head coach we had stopped doing that.
It's true.
So, the man, give the man a chance. That's all I'm saying. We're too negative right now. It grates on my nerves because I was a coach. I've been places where people said negative things about you, whether or not they were true, and spread things, and it grates on me. I just say give the man another season, and then we can talk about it at the end of the season. That's all I'm saying.
Part 2 of my epiphany. Is it possible? Is 10 wins even remotely possible? Think on that during the break. I'd love to know your opinion as well. Chime in, Sports Blitz Facebook page. Let me know, is it possible for Auburn to win 10 games in 2022? And is that the only saving grace for Brian Harsin? What's your opinion? Let us know or give us a phone call, 256-234-6221. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hilleby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hilleby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
At Glenn Smith in Opelika, we are proud to be celebrating our 30th anniversary. Enjoy big discounts on Chevrolet Buick and GMC SUVs. Chevy Equinox discounted up to $4,500. Buick Encores discounted up to $3,250. And GMC Acadias discounted up to $4,250. New inventory is arriving daily.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, 256-234-6221, or dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, that's Sports with a Z, and comment away. We are talking about the Auburn Tigers, the upcoming season, Brian Harsin. This all started with some negativity as far as the anonymous coaches in the Athlon, which this comes out every year, but there were some interesting things said. Quote, you could argue a lot of the wounds there, Auburn, nursing, are self-inflicted, true, by both the head coach and the people around the program. One anonymous coach said. It certainly drove coaches and players out of the program, and it absolutely made it easier to recruit against them. Negative recruiting. Auburn, that's one of the reasons you come out of June with 0 commitments. The negative recruiting against Auburn right now is, I mean, it's through the roof. I mean, every guy, every coach out there is saying, why would you go there? You're not going to be playing for Brian Harsin. You know, I mean, he's going to recruit you this year, and then they're going to fire him.
Yeah.
If they don't fire him this year, they'll fire him next year.
Yeah.
So, you know, that you're just wasting your time, kid. Because that's not the coach you're going to be playing for. Is that what you really want? That's the easiest negative recruiting ever.
And it goes on not just against Auburn, but we've used it against other schools.
Oh, of course we have, but it's.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got proof to back it up.
Yeah.
Right now
Well,
with Auburn. So
like I told you off the air, and this is kind of strong. You got me riled up today, Annie. I'm having to sip on my peach shake here to calm down. These so-called anonymous coaches, if I knew who you were, I'd like to punch you right in your face. I mean, that's such crap. Shut your mouth. Go coach your team, recruit players the right way.
Or put your name to it. Well,
yeah, exactly. Tell us who you are. Get out of town. And that media, those sites right there, they ought to be ashamed for even putting that on there. And if it was flipped, and an Auburn coach anonymously was talking about another coach, I'd feel the same way. It's just crap. So, okay, carry on.
Well, here's a positive one. The upside is that you can't say Harsin doesn't understand the league anymore. If he survives this, it will be the greatest trial by fire ever. Yeah,
but that's still a poke in the way you look at it.
A backhanded compliment.
Yes, absolutely.
So, look, I mean, here's the one that I think you're probably referring to. As far as football, they need a quarterback. They need a much better offensive line. They need to replace a ton of guys in the secondary and receiving corps. They've bled a lot of Gus Malzahn's guys in the portal because of all that off-the-field stuff. Is it a lost cause? Maybe not.
Well, they bled a lot of Malzahn's guys into the portal because those guys figured out that Harsin had a little bit of a different work ethic and expectancy of their time and efforts. Let's just be totally honest. And here's the thing about the offensive line. Terry said this yesterday, and I don't disagree. You know, this guy, we've got one of the oldest offensive lines in the country coming in this year. I have zero doubt that our offensive line won't get it done this season. Zero. Now, the year after that, that's the one that everybody's. That's why I'm saying we all just need to chill out right now, let the man do his job, see if we get 10 wins this year. And you and I were looking at the schedule. It's going to be tough. And hope this recruiting turns around and things get going in a positive direction, recruiting-wise, commit-wise, and then on into next year. And
I'm not concerned with 2023 right now, not because there's not reason to be concerned. There are valid questions out there about that. But recruits don't look at it like that. Right now, recruit looks at it and says, you know, I watch what they do in 2022. If they win 10 games, then you look at it and say, you know, okay, great. And, okay, it is a veteran offensive line. Then that just means there's going to be open competition and it'll be open, more playing time for me.
Right.
So that's what I'm not necessarily concerned with 2023 just for appearance sake, because if 2022 goes extreme, if we overachieve in 2022, I think you have a great recruiting class and you bring in significant talent, and then you're just talking about, you know, hey, these guys, a lot of these guys are going to contribute early. You're selling playing time.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the transfer portal. You can remake an offensive line in a snap of a finger.
And you're turning the key, Andy, on a brand new building that will be the largest football facility in the country as well. Got to be a great selling point.
So, is it possible to win 10 games in 2022? I say
anything's possible.
You got, again, according to Phil Steele, I know. I mean, his word isn't set in stone. He says Auburn's got a top 10 offensive line in the country.
Who's Phil Steele? Who's he
He's
with?
a college football guru that basically breaks down every team.
I mean, I know who he is, but what organization is he with? Is he with Athlon or?
I think he's his own entity.
Guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, if Auburn's got, let's say they got an A-plus offensive line. If you're a top 10 offensive line in the country, according to some, that's an A-plus offensive line.
Right.
You got an A-plus running back.
Right.
You got two really good backups.
Yeah.
Okay.
No question.
Wide receivers, B.
And?
B. Quarterback.
There you go.
If Zach Calzada plays like he did every game like he did against Alabama, you got an A-plus quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, is that going to happen? Probably not.
That's the $1 million question.
But what about Robbie Ashford? Could he come in and surprise and be a great quarterback? Sure, he could.
I like Ashford.
But you got a big question at quarterback.
Yeah.
Defensive line, I feel really good about it. Yeah. Linebackers, we got
Papo's
back.
If he's back,
I feel comfortable in secondary.
Yeah.
Defense, I'm not really concerned. I'm not worried about.
No.
Quarterback position, that's what it's going to come down to.
That's the key.
If you win 10 games, you can afford a loss. I'm not conceding it, but you could afford a loss to Georgia on the road and Alabama on the road, and maybe one more. Could it be a Texas A&M, whatever? But if you're going to win 10 games, that means guaranteed you got to beat Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Missouri, LSU, Penn State.
And you got to dadgum win your bowl game.
And you got to win the bowl game.
Yep.
Or you got to beat Texas A&M at home.
Yep.
I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's probable, but I'm thinking it's possible.
I told you this before. I'm worried about Ole Miss at Oxford. I'm going to be at that game. That's our away trip this year. He's never beaten us.
No. We got to take another break. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. 256-234-6221 is our number here. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. You'll be glad that you did. Okay, so one of the main points and one of the main things that brought up this metamorphosis I went through yesterday was the fact that, we came out of June with no commitments. Mm-hmm. Is that going to change? And is that going to change here in the month of July dramatically? Well, I hope so, because there are quite a few guys that Auburn is in on, we're talking 4-star guys that are going to make announcements and are going to make decisions in the month of July. That starts with 4-star running back out of Montgomery Catholic, as I mentioned, Jeremiah Cobb, number 207 player in the country, number 8 running back in the country. Decision day, July 1st at noon. So as the Auburn Blitz comes on, we might have, hopefully, something to talk about. So, okay.
That's tomorrow?
Here we go. That is tomorrow. Here we go. The month of July, we're gathering some momentum. This is the number one running back on the board for Auburn. This is the one they wanted. You know, hopefully.
He's pretty good.
He's very good. Yeah. Auburn, Clemson, Tennessee. Prediction right now, the crystal ball for Auburn. All right, 4-star defensive lineman Keldrick Falk going to announce July the 5th at 11 o'clock. Finalist, Auburn, Clemson, Florida State, and Florida. Prediction, too close to call between Auburn, Florida State, and Clemson. This is, Christian Clement, who is an Auburn recruiting expert. He says it's right now it's too close to call. He says if you had asked me last week how I felt about Falk, it would have been a lot better. So there's some buzz around Florida State and Clemson, but Auburn's in it at least. Brock Glenn, 4-star quarterback, early to mid-July. He was pretty high on Auburn. Auburn's in his finalists, but looks like maybe he's leaning toward Ohio State, Florida State. Jelani Thurman, 4-star tight end, mid-July. Finalist, Auburn, Michigan State, Ohio State, Alabama. Toss-up between Auburn and Michigan State. That does not seem like that hard of a decision to me. But
I was going to say,
I might be biased.
Where's the decision in that? Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Jelani Thurman, Auburn's becoming tight end U.
Absolutely. The room the room's pretty full.
The room is pretty full, yeah. 4-star cornerback Jakeem Jackson, number 250 player, so another top 300 player. Decision July the 28th, finalist. Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Penn State, Kentucky, Alabama. The prediction here, Auburn. Don't have it's not a crystal ball yet, but there are some tea leaves that are pointing toward Auburn. The cousin of former Auburn Tasharvin Bell. He's the one that dumped what's his who was McElroy on his head in the Iron Bowl, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he came. That was I replay that moment quite often. I don't. Sorry, but it just makes me laugh.
That seemed to have affected McElroy permanently.
That's true. 3-star linebacker Phil Picotti, number 445 player in the country.
I'm going to check you on that pronunciation,
Thank you.
Andy.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming he's Italian. He sounds like a typical Penn State linebacker.
Picciotti.
Yeah, okay.
Picciotti. We'll get back to you on that.
Isn't that like food?
Picante
okay.
is a sauce.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we got a phone call.
I digress.
Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Coach.
James,
James.
how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing just fine, just mad as hell. Got me stirred up. Hey, here's the deal. The athletic director finally did his job. I'm not talking about this athletic director did his job. The president approved it. All right. Harson's got a winning record everywhere he's been. This may be the first time I've said this. I've said a lot about it, but all right. What he did last year was the same thing Pat Dye did. Set it up for Terry Bowden. All right. You go back to Tuberville, same thing. Then Chiswick came on. He did fine those first couple of years, won the national championship, but he was like that guy down there at Florida. I think his last name was Coker. Anyway, here's the point. He's our coach till he's not our coach. If some of these people, and they can think what they want to, don't like it, Go root somewhere else. I mean, look at Luke. Luke roots for Alabama because he roots for Alabama. You know, he doesn't find bad stuff. Of course, there's not a whole lot bad going on over there. But, Coach, you're right, 100%. Where the hell is the creed? Where the hell are the people that really care about Auburn? These big boosters, that thing looked like a 3-year-old birthday party the way they acted. I hadn't heard any bit of that stuff that was the truth. It was a bunch of crap. And all these people that are negative, go root for somebody else. Hell with you. We don't need you anyway. War damn eagle.
Appreciate the call, James.
Thank you, James. I'm with you, brother. And here's the other thing. Old boy comes out and says he didn't have anything to do with that coup. Come on, dude, stop. I hadn't heard from James in a while. I'm glad he's back.
Absolutely. I think he's made his point.
He did.
And I don't.
And we're all entitled to our points. We are.
I'm the positive, usually the positive one, and I've tried to remain positive. And I don't disagree with anything that y'all. And I'll repeat it again. I think what you're saying is, in philosophy, is absolutely correct. I just wonder if it's reality. You know, just because something's right doesn't mean people will do the right thing.
But regardless of whether it is reality or not, to James's point and mine, let's just sit back and support the guy and see how this works.
Luke says, super hot rumor right now on Twitter, USC and UCLA leaving for the Big Ten in 2024.
Woo-hoo. And the hits just keep on coming. Wow.
James is a national treasure. That deserves a spot on the Sports Blitz Hall of Fame. I would agree. That was a pretty good call. Thank you, James. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Hey guys, this is Nate Pass with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comment section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house, you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom, Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River Region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, Brubaker, Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Only about 20 more minutes left in today's show. Brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. For all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area as well as down there on the coast, give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Let me get back to this list right quick. 4-star offensive tackle Stanton Rannell, number 194 player in the country, number 20 tackle. Late July, early August. Finalist Auburn, Tennessee, Penn State, Michigan State, North Carolina, Pitt. Prediction toss-up between Auburn, Tennessee, and Penn State, maybe leaning toward Tennessee. Although I have heard, that Auburn is definitely in it. 4-star linebacker Lewis Carter, decision mid to late July. Finalist Auburn, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Central Florida. Prediction Auburn, number 177, top 200 player in the country. Carmelo English, 4-star wide receiver. He was scheduled to, I think, announce his commitment this weekend. Now that has kind of been pushed back. That always gives you a little bit of pause because he was leaning toward Auburn, it seemed. But his finalists still Auburn, Kentucky, and Michigan. This is the one from, isn't he from Phoenix City, I believe? The prediction is still for Auburn. So Carmelo English, there's yet another 4-star, number 141 player in the country, top 150 player.
And Andy, quickly, I know we got one more. To your point, if it comes down to Auburn, Kentucky, Michigan, we got to start winning those. Now, if Alabama's in it, Georgia's in it, Texas A&M's in it.
We got to win a few of those too.
We got to win a few of those too. That's tough.
But that's tough.
Okay.
3-star cornerback J.C. Hart. Schools to watch: Auburn, Central Florida, Missouri, Kansas State. The prediction is for Auburn. He was at a camp standout in June. He ran a 4.3740. So he fast.
And he's from Lochapoka.
Yeah.
Right down the street.
That's why, and I think he's unranked. He hasn't been evaluated by some other places. So you asked
Grew up an Auburn fan.
You asked about commitments.
Yes.
Georgia's got 12.
Okay.
7 4-star, 1 5-star, 4 3-star.
Okay.
Arkansas's got 16. Tennessee's got 12. Alabama's got 9. South Carolina, 11. Florida, 9. Vandy, 9. LSU, 6. Mississippi State, 8. Kentucky, 7, ranked 10th. Texas A&M, only 5, ranked 11th. Ole Miss, 5. Missouri, 6. And Auburn, dead last, 14th in the conference. 2 commits.
Yeah. Concerning. That is concerning. We're going to make a big splash here soon. Hopefully.
It would be nice to make a big splash tomorrow.
Yes.
And for there to be some big-time ripples from that splash.
Absolutely.
To carry on
That's
out.
Right.
So
That's right.
But you mentioned it earlier, to your point, Auburn's offensive line and the line of scrimmage. That's what we talk about so often. Brandon Council, 7th year of college football and healthy for the first time in a while.
He's in the Van Wilder Club.
7th year of eligibility here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one. Alec Jackson, Austin Troxel, and Nick Brahms, 6th year seniors. So 1 7th year and 2 and 3 6th year seniors. Killian Zaire, Jaleel Irvin, Brendan Coffey, 5th year seniors. This has got to be one of the most experienced offensive lines in the history of college football.
Yeah.
Now, does that guarantee that they're going to be great? No, but that much experience.
We'll be passing out AARP cards over that. That's crazy.
But the health. Keandre Jones, up and comer at 4th year. This will be his 4th year. So if these guys were ever going to, they played together, and if they can stay healthy, and Cameron Stutt's a guy that I think has been around for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He is just now, and he's really making a game. I mean, even if he doesn't end up starting, he's going to be a very quality backup.
Yeah.
And so Auburn's got some options. Now, I think Will Friend is even on record saying, when he got to Auburn, look, if these guys could stay together, 2022 could be a big year for them.
And speaking of Will Friend, Andy, a lot of these recruits that have come in, one of the great things, the best things they like to do is get on the board with these coaches. And a lot of these offensive linemen recruits that have come in have said that they have been totally impressed with Will Friend on the board, on the whiteboard, talking about scheme, technique, plans for them and so forth. So Will's doing a nice job. So, yeah, he's got some bullets in the gun this
Definitely. If he doesn't, my goodness, he never will, for sure.
Yeah.
What was the comment you said Jim made that I didn't get to?
Jim said, Andy, if they win 10 with all the stuff Harson's been through and very little NIL money in the program, they better extend his contract because he's one hell of a coach.
That's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm banking on.
That's your epiphany. Yeah.
10 wins. You mark it down, June the 30th. I said it.
Andy said.
If he doesn't win 10 games, not because that's what I want to happen. I just believe that's what's going to happen. If he doesn't overachieve greatly, I think that if the negativity rises up and collapses. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Go back in your prayer closet
I hope I'm
tonight.
right and we win 10 games. But
I hope you are too.
Got to take a break here. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday, right after this.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Been a fun show today.
Been a wild one today. A lot of highlights today.
Yeah.
From your rant, my rant, James's rant.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Again, 10 wins. I'm putting it down. I'm going to stick by it.
Okay.
I hope we do, and I think that would be phenomenal. I think that would galvanize people. Yeah. Because in order to do that, we're going to have to get off to a really good. You got to start 5-0, and like you said, and I think if Auburn can do that and get that momentum and create that, then I think that's very possible
and
to do that.
If we lose to Penn State, people are going to go, oh, because you said that.
I may not even come back in here that day.
I got us 5-0 start. I do at home. You know, it's football season. It's a new year. Regardless of all the negativity, hope springs eternal when they start cutting that grass and you smell it, and Auburn comes out of that tunnel. So
true.
And it won't be long. We're July now.
Oh, SEC Media Days like mid-July.
Yeah.
It is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And then it's just a hop, skip, and jump.
I got my tickets. I'm ready. I'll see you there.
It is June the 30th. Don't forget, Jeremiah Cobb announcing tomorrow at noon. So hopefully we'll have something to talk about on the Blitz tomorrow. On this day, 1962, the great Sandy Koufax threw the first of his 4 career no-hitters. 1978, Willie McCovey, the great Willie McCovey, hits his 500th home run, so milestone for those two guys. 1995, Eddie Murray hits his 3,000th hit, so it's a milestone day, June the 30th.
That's 3 classy guys right there.
Yeah. It's 3 of the best, really. Yep. Eddie Murray, probably one of the more underrated guys in baseball history.
Totally agree.
Just 3,000 hits, 500 home runs. I mean, the dude was
totally
phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And switch hitter, for that matter, if I recall.
Yep.
Happy birthday today, Susan Hayward. A lovely actress back in the day.
Name some of the films.
Well, you probably wouldn't. She actually was nominated 5 times for an Academy Award. She won Best Actress, Academy Award, 1958, for a movie called I Want to Live.
Okay.
It was about a true story of Barbara Graham, no relation, who was a prostitute and killed a guy, or at least was arrested and tried and convicted of killing a guy, or killing a woman, an elderly woman, and sent to the gas chamber.
Oh, no.
And so the movie comes out. They portray the movie, and they kind of portray her. They take some literary license and kind of portray her as innocent. And, she ends up going to the gas chamber. I think she was like the 3rd woman ever to go to the gas chamber in California. But anyway, after that heartwarming story, Susan Hayward wins an Academy Award for it.
Wow.
Yeah. She actually ended up dying of brain cancer in 1975. So just to put another nice spin on it.
You're full of facts today.
I am. Harvey Vernon, born on this date. Have you ever seen Teen Wolf?
Maybe. Been a while.
You remember when Michael J. Fox goes in, and if anybody's ever seen the movie, of course you'll remember. He goes in, I want a keg of beer. I want a keg of beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the guy behind the counter, the old guy that he freaks out, that's Harvey Vernon.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Pat McCormick, you remember Smokey and the Bandit?
Oh, yes.
Big Enos Burdett?
Yes.
That's Pat McCormick. He was a comedy writer, actually, born on this day in 1927. Ron Swoboda, good baseball player.
Yep.
Glenn Schrock.
Lead
singer of Little River Band.
Oh, classic. I love their
Reminiscing.
stuff. I've got one of their albums. Yes, love it.
David Allen Greer, really funny.
He is hilarious.
In Living Color.
Yes.
Oh man, he was so funny. Very versatile too. He could do so many different things.
Men on Film.
That's
hated it.
He was. That's it. He was in Boomerang too with Eddie Murphy.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. Sterling Marlin, race car driver. Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent, Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
What
really?
is your major malfunction? He also was Edgar in Men in Black.
Okay.
Edgar, remember Edgar?
No.
Men in Black. Did you ever see that movie? Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I did.
He was the one that the big bug made him an Edgar suit.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Tony Fernandez played for the Blue Jays. He actually died in 2020. Mitch Richmond, man, dude could shoot.
Yes.
Born on this day, 1965. Mike Tyson. Still, to this day, the youngest heavyweight champion in the history of the sport. 20 years old.
What a life. I mean, it's just crazy. Did he try to get the tattoo removed from his face?
I don't know, did he?
Because the last time I saw it, it looked like he tried something. I don't know. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes he made.
Yeah, face tattoo, that's not, that's probably a bad idea all the way around.
Mike went over the edge on that one.
Yeah. Garrett Anderson, very good hitter. Los Angeles Angels, won a title. Chan Ho Park, pitcher from Korea, I believe.
Yep.
1973. And Michael Phelps, part fish. A lot of people don't know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
His feet
he literally has
are
gills.
fins. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Born on this day, 1985. He was Rowdy Gaines. He and who was Mark Spitz. They they were like the two great American
That would be
swimmers.
your Mount Rushmore.
And then all of a sudden, Michael Phelps just wiped those two guys off the map. Now, granted, nobody's going to take away Spitz. He's got several gold medals.
That's right.
Quite a few.
That's right.
Not compared to Michael Phelps. Again, been a fun show. Thanks all you out there for joining us today. Back on the air tomorrow. Be sure to join us then. Same time, same channel. For David, I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.